Hi, it's been a really, really long time. Everything has been really chaotic for a while. Yeah, so I actually posted a video a couple days ago, but I posted it on my other channel by accident. So to see that video about swine flu, look right up here. But it turns out I don't actually have it anyways, so the story's a little different. So what has been going on with summer project? A lot. I have a job. I work at a taco joint. I'm a waitress. They have really good food. It's really fun. It's either too busy and not enough people, or too slow and too many people. Never in between. I really enjoy it. It's a lot different than what I'm used to. It's a little more fast paced, but yeah. See, we had a poverty simulation. We knew that they in the building they did them with the high schoolers, but three, almost 3 weeks ago, we knew that we were going to be switching to the second part of the project where all the staff leave. So they're like, we have a meeting. The only time we can do it is at 5:30 in the morning because people go to work and all this different stuff. We weren't sure. We thought something was up. So we had to do a poverty simulation. Basically, we had to be outside from 7 in the morning to 5:30 at night. They gave us money that we could use. We had to pay a certain amount for room and board to sleep in the shelter, which was a hardwood floor, um, in a really hot house. Um, and pay for food and stuff. We did. Food normally wasn't that good. The first day I was like, oh, I'll pay for breakfast because I don't know what I was thinking. So I did, and it was oatmeal. Never eaten oatmeal before because it just looks kind of gross. Now I realize oatmeal is gross, and that's why I haven't eaten it. And it was just this crazy experience. It was really challenging for me personally, because um, a lot of it was reminiscent of or triggered certain memories of me growing up, in just various different ways. The main thing of like, and I think for the poverty simulation, we were supposed to get the idea of what it's like, and we had to do lots of different things like find food. We had to go dumpster diving once, not for food, but we had to collect cans, a certain amount of cans, and either turn them in for money and give the money to someone, or give the cans to someone. We had to find a useful item in a dumpster. We had to just do all these different things. It was a really interesting experience. It was very emotionally, it was really hard for me, but it was well worth it. I met this guy named Craig outside of the gathering, and which is there are several different churches in the area that offer free meals to people 6 days a week, and this church is one that does breakfast. So 2 mornings we went there, and some people served, but I need to eat, and yeah, most people just like the second day we just ate. But we sat outside for a couple hours beforehand for lack of anything to do because it started at 8:30, and we got kicked out at 7 in the morning. Oh, sorry. So we sat there, and me and one of the girls here met a guy named Craig. We started talking to him for a while. He struggled with addiction and some other things, and he's just like, I'm so messed up. I'm 41, yet I act like I'm 14, and all this different stuff. He just like went on, and you could just like look into his eyes and like see that he was hurting. Like I don't know. It was like, yeah, I could barely listen to him talk without like coming close to crying. But we have KGPs, which are Knowing God Personally. It's like a little booklet that Campus Crusade has. So I had one of those with me, and I started going through it with him. And he just went on about these stories about his life and just how, even though he tried to overcome things like addiction and stuff, he just kept on falling back into it. And just thinking God couldn't forgive him and all this different stuff. So after we went through all the booklet, except for, the prayer of accepting Christ, we went through all of it, and he's like, I want to do it. And about to flip to the page, and he slams the booklet out of my hand. I'm not always a big fan of the booklet, but for some people it is a really helpful tool. And it just is easier for them to understand instead of just telling them. So yeah, he slammed it out of our hand, and he grabbed our hands, and he just prayed, and he accepted Christ, and it was so cool, like, because it was so emotional for him, and I've never seen anyone, I've never had that happen to anyone I've talked to or seen anyone really do it, and it was just so powerful, and he started crying afterwards, and it made me cry, and it was just crazy, because you could just tell that he had just been hurting so bad for so long. So that has definitely been the most rewarding experience of my summer thus far. And all the staff left, which they do about halfway through the project. So I am working with one other person as t-shirt designer / newsletter putting together person, and we have to do a video thing for the slideshow, or for the thing at the end of the summer. So it's already been stressful, but I get stressed really easily. So and Ben was able to come up and visit, which was such a blessing. My roommate is from Ohio, and so her boyfriend and Ben came up here together. And it was so great just to be able to share this experience with someone I know, instead of just telling them about it. Yeah, and I am still in isolation, although we don't technically have to be, but we have to wait till tomorrow to go back to the rest of the people. So yeah, I don't have the swine flu. Although we were exposed to it, they don't know what has made us sick. They said it's probably just some other virus. So all this is pretty much for nothing. I've been in isolation since Thursday night, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 6 days by the time we're done. I'm ready to go. Be out of here. So it'll be nice tomorrow to be reunited with everyone, and we still can't go back in the building until Sunday. Because we were exposed, and they had to make sure that none of us do end up getting it before they let us back in the building. Because it's people always come and go and stuff, so yeah, that is the past month in a really tiny nutshell. Hopefully I will make another update soon.